Okay. I think I'm tired, and that's what's going on. Summoning ritual. I need. This is what I've needed the whole time for this place. That's all I had to do. The thing I read was like, yeah, it becomes really unintuitive. My buddy didn't answer.
The dark presence.
Okay.
Fuck! Fuck!
I mean, I don't have much anxiety because I'm not clicking the button anymore, so it's not. I know I've already succeeded. Basically, I looked at a thing that's like, hey, once you get to the end of the line and you use the summoning ritual, go back to Collapse Tunnel, use the summoning ritual. And I was like, oh, I'm so stupid. Duh. What threw me off is Alan saying, shut the fuck up. What threw me off is Alan saying when I put that one specific one on, it was like, the scene changed and it advanced the story and I get further ahead. So it's like, oh, the game's telling me that's the correct thing. No, it fucking wasn't.
Presence.
Maybe earlier in the game.
It was.
But, like, I'm, like, the right amount of stupid to get myself in trouble. Okay. Well, I guess that whole area is fucking clear now. The darkness blew fucking everything out. Still mad I can't push her in a grocery cart.
The tunnel was open now. Shit.
Yeah, I'm just supposed to run. To be honest, that doesn't
Presence.
scare me or give me any like
I'd seen
in-game
it
like
before.
ooh. Yeah, and that doesn't help either. Pong, ping. But like if
I
there's
remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
there's no like tension there because I know all I have to do is hold one button, the forward button, and I will make it. It's like there's no. I'll find better ways to give tension. That being said, the game's been pretty great about it with how frustrating the enemies are. It's a giant fucking aqueduct. Where the fuck am I? I'm guessing there's nothing, like, if I run to the side a ways, it's not gonna be shit over here. Oh my god, I thought that was a thing.
The dark place wouldn't let me go that way.
I thought that was like a creature, like standing weird against the wall for a second. Like that bit of stone or whatever. I think it was that I came around the corner seeing it at a weird angle. Oh god, pee-pee man over here.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
That scoring was about an hour, so I'm gonna play a bit of this one, then I'm gonna eat something exciting.
Something
Well, no,
had
I don't
shifted.
need to eat.
I felt an overwhelming closeness to
Shit
home.
done though.
An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Not Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The Dark Presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
So each part's like about 2 hours or something. Ugh. Picked up some new games on sale, some DLC. And we're getting really into Helldivers 2 again. Dude, that game has like the best gameplay loop, I swear. Really want to get back to Space Marine 2, but every time we end up playing Helldivers 2. It's kind of funny. They're like different enough that's... Yeah, they're both satisfying to play. I think Helldivers 2 is a little bit more my niche because Space Marine 2 is far more of like a rhythm game in that it's all about keeping the combat flow going so that you can regen armor as you lose it. You try to keep that going at the same rate. Well, on Helldivers, it's so much more based around your ability to move across the battlefield and maintain your resources. Like this. Helldivers 2 is just seriously top 5 game for me. Hello. Can I help you, sir? You're just like staring at me. What's that? Is there something you want? You just want to love on me? Okay. I love you, even if you are a pain in my ass all the goddamn time. Come here. You want to sit on my lap? There you go. You can sit if you want. He likes to stare at my case sometimes too, like he likes the lights and the fans. The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. Care of the light and the shadow cast, the third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. He's licking my case. Why are you licking the glass, sir? Is it tasty? You just want attention? Because I haven't been paying attention to you much today? Because I've been playing this game? Is that what this is? Okay, come on. I gotta play! Yeah.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath, the dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget.
Did I not get the echo?
Stepping to the murder. Stepping to the murder.
I'm gonna let it play one more time, and if it does the same, like, hey,
Felt it. Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning. The violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you,
baby.
taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Okay, that count as watching at that time? I love that Tice still lets me hold him like he's my little baby. It's an... What the heck? I think he smudged my glasses a little bit with his little nose. Or I smudged him with his nose. You know, like, he lets me hold him, does a little, you know, glare at me while I hold him, but he won't move, like, he won't struggle or anything. He'll just stare at me. Oh, don't be embarrassed I'm talking about you. Alright, fucking done with the subway then, it seems like. Good. Fuck this area. That was scary.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Closer to what?
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
It's bad luck to be on this case.
Oh! Can you not? I'm like trying to make sure I've clicked on everything.
The memory is fading like a dream. I must hold on to it.
An FBI agent.
Yeah, they got them all clickered. Is that a statue of Alan Wake?
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
But look at my
Last time we
glasses.
spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice.
There's a smudge I just got rid
Did you
of.
ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
It'd be great if you come off the phone and like there's another guy standing at that phone right there. Tice is annoyed because I'm ignoring him again. He really wants my attention right now because he's a little poop. Little poop. You heard me. I called you little poop. Well, I guess we're going. I think echoes just sometimes reappear without you having to interact with them. You don't... Why are you loving on my chair? Is it because I'm sitting in it? Why are you such a goofball, huh? Really? Is this how we're living our life now? Just interrupting? It's like the tightest minute. You want me more alone? Thinking about starting a playthrough of Pacific Drive as well. I have it, it's installed. Also, I installed a couple other games to do playthroughs of that I've been wanting to play for like a while that I've gotten on sales like years ago.
Writer. Maybe he
Or,
was a
yes.
victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put...
You can't see it, but he's putting his paw on me and using me to balance himself.
He was a victim. Writer. Maybe... Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way,
Oh, I should really
Alice
see
Wake,
teacups.
his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
They're really good at scaring me. Haunting initiates.
Alice's photo
Great.
equipment, set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
This does not look the same either. Like the dimensions feel like this feels really tall.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Video art/doc on screens molt focal point of the dark place. Oh, yeah, just this area just is big. Part 1.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
What was Alice working on? I hate that look. I hate the design of this place for the most part. Projector's a good idea, but like I just hate this whole area. I don't know. I just don't like the way any of this is set up. I'm guessing I can't go in here. Oh, okay. I like avoided the room literally so I wouldn't
Alice.
pick photos for exhibition posters.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
I thought it did. Okay, I thought it popped up with F key or something to investigate that. See what I mean? Like this, it doesn't feel home like a home. Like, just someone really sit in this chair, back partially to the door, like facing their closets and the window, drinking wine? Like, who would sit like that? And like that the ceilings are an extra like 3 feet above the doors is weird. There's just strange dimensions to everything. $125. Okay. Well, I better play part 1.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books.
These covers are great,
I'm
honestly.
sure he forced his publisher into it.
It's still a good choice.
I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then
He's whipping his freaking tail around.
Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like.
You're watching it.
I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
The light behind her.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her.
That's a video.
Why?
Okay, yeah, you can see it. Sorry, Titus was. I was trying to get a recording of him putting his head in my hand and letting me just hold his head. So he does that, and then he just was getting all attitude and whipping his little tail all over the place. There's just floating red lights outside my window. It must be those like building antenna tops. Okay, well that's. He's like half sitting on my hand.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
This is a short one. I thought it was like literally like 20 minutes long. Was it supposed to be that short? Because it feels like it was just a little bit ago, right? Like I'm not crazy. I love you, Titus, but your butt is literally in the way, dude. I know you're getting your little toot. Because you want me to pay attention to you, and only you. And you want me to pet you and play with you. I know. And I know you're acting all nonchalant right now about like how much attention you want. You're facing that way, whipping your tail around, pushing your little feetsies into my arm every once in a while. Oh, I'm just trying to adjust. No, I'm trying to get my attention. Oh, hello. And you're playing as her now? When can I choose? I know there's a point in the story in which you can start choosing. To be fair, she has better guns.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days.
What's wrong?
You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, The Pages We've Been Finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
It's so Twin Peaks right there. They both drink at the same time.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you.
Stop.
In the dark
Don't rub
place.
against the computer, BB.
I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow.
What?
With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Okay, if I can save, I'm gonna call it here. He is
And
seriously
there's
like
so much of it.
getting in my face about wanting attention.
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Keep
Creepy
fully laid
bunch.
on one arm.
In the habit
for
of
a
wearing
second.
deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Can I please save the game?
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake's hiding more manuscript pages. Wake has more information. I need to keep questioning. Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Alright then. Can I go save? Alright. That's the end of this one. I'm probably going to record more tonight. I already have a 2-hour one dropping like tomorrow. And then I did an hour earlier and there's another half an hour. So yeah, I'll do at least another half an hour. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Bye.